How are you doing today, sir?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm doing more than fine. I'm sitting here with B.B. King on his bus, and we're going to start the show off. Pick any tune of all time. If you could hear one song, what would it be?
Willie Nelson, always on my mind.
Very good song. We'll start the show off with that. Here it is, 88.3. And we're back with B.B. King. What do you love about music?
Well, they tell me that music soothes the savage beast, and I guess it's a little beast in me.
Yeah. You've recorded on every medium, records to tapes to CDs, and now we have downloading and digital music. Mm-hmm. When you listen to a record, or when you record, what do you want to record to? Do you wish there were still vinyl around that you could record to?
Oh, no.
You prefer CDs now?
Well, there wasn't no cars and airplanes around when Jesus Christ was here, so why should I want to stay back, way back?
Fair enough.
I think that the world is changing, people are changing, music is changing, and we should progress. We should get the best sound as possible. And I like to hear the best sound that I can hear.
Yeah. Are you into downloading at all, digital music?
Well, I download my own things. I have about 4,000 or 5,000 vinyls that I've bought, and I download them because a lot of them are not on, they didn't re-release them on CDs, and I have them when I'm home, certain things I want to hear. Mm-hmm. But I never download off of internet or anything like that.
Fair enough. You talked about music changing, the culture. Started off with blues to rock and roll, and then funk came out, and now we have hip-hop. I was just wondering what you thought.
All of those are titles and names that people give.
Very true. But at the same time, just the culture, black culture. Yeah. Are you happy with the way it's going? I mean, you were one of the pioneers, I would say.
I'm not so happy with some of the way guys, the lyrics that I hear. I love women. I've loved them all of my life. And when people start talking about what they're going to do and how they do it, my mother was a woman. I have daughters, I have granddaughters, have friends, and a lot of them are women. So some of those lyrics I don't like. But the young people are very talented, very, very talented. Even the guys that uses a lot of the words that I detest, but they still are very talented, very talented. But to me, that's like making a movie and you have to use nudism to sell the movie.
Good point. Very good point. Typical day for B.B. King. You say you love women. Are there still groupies on your bus?
I've never had groupies.
Never had
I don't
groupies?
know what groupies are.
Well, you know, just random girls after the show.
No, that's never been with me. I've dated a lot. I like girls. I like women. Still like them. I think they're God's greatest creation.
Yeah. Very nice.
I happen to be a male, not a gay male.
No, I understand that. What's a typical day for you during the day? What do you do from wake up until you play the show? When you wake up, what's a day like for you when you're on tour?
Oh, I have to study, write.
What do you study?
Music.
Music theory, stuff like that. Writing music.
Music theory, and I didn't finish high school. I didn't go to college as you. So I have my buddy right here. This is my tutor.
Yeah. Laptop.
I've got a lot of software on it, stuff to learn me things.
Very nice.
And I see the band every day. Every day we're together, practically.
Do you guys just jam? Like when you want to hear a song?
No, we don't do that. We don't jam. We rehearse when it's time and things to rehearse. But we play nightly, so we see each other every day, and usually we stay tight by having a chance to do what we do, and it's a business.
Yeah, it is. And you traveled all over the world. You played in
I wouldn't say all over the world, but I've traveled 90 different countries. I understand it's 250, but we've traveled 90 of them.
That's a pretty good count, though. Favorite city to play?
My favorite city to play?
Yeah.
That's like asking a person, a connoisseur of foods, shall we say, which is the best greens or cornbread or so on, you know. Each city has something that's good. I love playing Toronto, and still I like playing Vancouver. I like New York, and then I like Memphis. My little hometown is very small, but then, you know, I still like. I live in Las Vegas, and I like that too. So it's hard to say. It just, to me, when there's people that seem to enjoy large or small crowds, indoors or outdoors, is when it's, you know, comfortable, it's always fun for me.
Cool. I'm going to name 20 people. Just one word answer if you could.
Oh, God.
Ray Charles.
One of my dearest friends, one of the greatest musicians I ever met.
Have you seen the movie by any chance?
Yes, I have.
What'd you think?
I thought it was well done. I thought Jamie Foxx did a very good job. But you know who I think should get a real prize out of it?
Who's that?
The lady that played his mother. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have seen it. I liked it very much. She was very good.
Yes, I think she was. But Jamie was, as we use the word, he wasn't short-stopping. He was very good. But I think that lady was terrific.
She might get an Oscar nod.
I don't know. I don't know who she was myself, but I know she did. She really played. My mother died when I was 9, so I can still remember how real mothers are.
It's good to hear. Next one is John Lennon.
Oh, God. One of the great creators of our time.
Are you a big fan of the Beatles?
Oh, yes.
Paul McCartney.
Very rich. I don't know him well, but all of the Beatles I've met except him. He's the only one I didn't meet.
Muddy Waters.
The grand godfather of the blues. I think he did more for blues than any of us.
Jimi Hendrix.
Number one rock and roll guitarist while he was alive. Today, I think Eric Clapton is.
Agreed. Eric Clapton's the next one.
Eric Clapton is another good friend. And like I said, to me, he's the number one rock and roll guitarist, and he played better blues than most of us.
Do you like his new album, Mr. Johnson?
I haven't heard his new album. I know about it, but I haven't heard it.
Okay. Dave Matthews.
I don't know Dave.
Okay. John F. Kennedy.
One of the greatest presidents we had that I knew about and I loved, he was one of the greatest.
Who would you say was the greatest in your lifetime?
He was.
He was? Fair enough. Michael Jackson.
I think he's good at what he does. I think he's very talented.
Yeah.
I have met him, but I don't know him.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, his latter years, I thought, was a very well educated man, self-educated, I understand, and would have been a great leader, I believe, had he lived. I don't like eye for an eye. I think that when you can teach and show others, that don't have to be as better.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Loved him.
Yeah. Bob Dylan.
Great. He's a great entertainer, I think. Master songwriter. And he's Dylan.
Yeah, he's Dylan. U2.
Oh, God. The richest, the kindest, the most talented young group in the world.
You like their music?
I love the music and love to call them my friend because they're truly great people.
I have the DVD of Rattle and Hum where you play with them, and it's just fantastic.
Thank you.
Tupac.
I know of Tupac. I never met him. I think, like I said to you earlier, a lot of the people do a lot of the things that I'm not a fan of, but they're very talented. And I think Tupac was very talented.
He was one of them? Okay. Elvis Presley.
The king.
I thought you were the king. No, he's the king.
My last name is King. His was Presley. But he was the king.
He was the king.
Yeah.
All right. Little Richard.
Good friend. Great showman.
Smokey Robinson.
Smokey, I know not really well, but he's another one of those master songwriters. He's written a lot of great songs, and he's a great performer. I think he, sort of like Dick Clark, he took good care of himself and looks young even today.
George Bush.
Which one?
The new one.
I think he's a great president. He does what he do. A lot of Americans, I think, don't always agree with him, but he's still the president.
You think it's the right thing to do, to not agree?
Do
you think it's the right thing to do to not agree with the president?
That's what makes North America so nice. You can disagree. You ain't in Iraq. You're not in Iran.
Thank God.
So that's one of the great things is about being a citizen of this area is we can disagree, but respectfully disagree.
Last question, one word, B.B. King.
Ordinary guy, a guy that loves people, want to be loved by them.
B.B. King, thank you so much.